For decades now, fans have been begging the question, who is better, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones? After such a long debate, it seems there really is no definitive answer. Well, unless you're Mick Jagger, and here is his answer for such question. In the 60s, there was some friendly rivalry between the Stones and the Beatles. Jagger has issued his fair share of snide remarks aimed at the foursome. Nevertheless, he has stated that the Beatles were the blueprint for English rock that has transatlantic appeal. In the mid-90s, Jagger discussed what made the Beatles so untouchable in terms of fame. In fact, he couldn't think of anyone to compare them to. The Beatles were so big that it's hard for people not alive at the time to realize just how big they were, Jagger said at the time. There isn't a real comparison with anyone now. I suppose Michael Jackson at one point, but it still doesn't quite seem the same. In the same conversation, Jagger talked about the comparison between the Stones and the Beatles. According to him, there wasn't much comparison at all. They were so big that to be competitive with them was impossible, Jagger continued. I'm talking about in record sales and tours and all this. They were huge. They were the Beatles. They were this forerunning, breakthrough item. And that's hard to overestimate. He reiterated that sentiment when he inducted the Beatles into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He talked about looking to them for songwriting advice, particularly the duo of Paul McCartney and John Lennon. The example of the way they wrote, and the original way that they crafted their songs wasn't lost on us, Jagger said. Later, their success in America broke down a lot of doors that helped everyone else from England that followed.